Good morning and welcome back. More than 28,000 pounds of ground beef have been recalled due to possible E. coli contamination. The meat was sold at Winco, Albertsons, Kroger, and Walmart stores. The ground beef was produced on December 20th, 2021 and shipped to retailers in Arizona, California, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. The recalled items have an establishment number of EST 965. You can find that number either on the inside of the USDA mark of inspection or next to the timestamp and use or freeze by date. All of the recalled products have a use freeze date by January 11th, 2022. Well, your New Year's resolution may be to find love this year, but what lengths would you be willing to go to find the one? Well, among all the flashy ads in New York City's Times Square is a billboard that reads, "Hey, date my daughter." Beth Davis wants her 30-year-old daughter Molly to find love, so the Boston mom downloaded the dating app Wingman and created a profile for Molly. Just 14 days after launching, the world's most complex space observatory has already overcome some of its greatest challenges. The James Webb Telescope successfully completed the unfolding of its giant gold mirror on Saturday. It's the largest mirror NASA has ever built, but its size created a bit of a unique problem. The mirror was so large that it couldn't fit inside a rocket. Engineers designed the telescope as a series of moving parts that can fold origami style and fit inside a 16-foot space for launch. The mirror can extend to just over 21 feet. That's a massive length that will allow it to collect more light from objects in space. And the more light the mirror can collect, the more details the telescope can observe. Taking you outside, here's a live look from Ordway. A little bit cloudy, but we see that blue peeking through there on the edge. Let's toss things over to Marty for our final look on our forecast this morning. Good morning, Marty.
Good morning, Kerjan.
Good morning, Colorado. It is 8 a.m. on Sunday, January 9th. I'm Kerjan Donovan. Good to have you with us this morning. Well, we begin with breaking news this morning. Colorado Springs police are actively searching for the suspect who killed 2 people early this morning. Police say to avoid the area of South Chelton Road. That's just east of the Colorado Springs airport as they continue this ongoing investigation. At around 1 this morning, police got a call about a shooting in the parking lot at the Summit Creek Apartments. When they got there, police found 2 deceased victims along with more victims that appear to have gunshot wounds. The injured victims were immediately taken to the hospital, and homicide detectives are responding to the scene to take over the investigation. If anyone has additional information about the incident and suspects, you are asked to call Colorado Springs Police. Of course, we'll keep you updated throughout the day on this case. Denver's Civic Center on this early Sunday morning. Oh, beautiful shot there with that sunrise coming out. But we are under a weather alert. It is foggy and overcast in some areas and also maybe some slick spots if you're heading out on the roads. Let's toss things over to Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Marty View with the latest on this weather alert day. Marty, good morning.
And good morning, Kerjan, and good morning, everybody. And we have not seen significant.
One man is in the hospital this morning after being thrown from his motorcycle in a crash Friday night, leaving lanes on South Nevada Avenue in Colorado Springs closed for hours. The Colorado Springs Police Department says a car hit the motorcycle while turning, and police say the motorcyclist was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The investigation is ongoing, but alcohol and speed are not considered to be factors in the crash. Devastating. That's the word business owners near the intersection of Research Parkway and Powers Boulevard are using, speaking out about the construction complaints and the impact that the project has had on business. KRDO News Channel 13's Sean Rice spoke with one of the owners in the area. Support there. King Soopers looking to avoid a supermarket strike, releasing a statement yesterday requesting to meet with union leaders once again to negotiate terms. That comes just 1 day after the group representing employees with the chain set a date to go on strike for 3 weeks, citing poor pay and working conditions. Yesterday, King Soopers officials were asking them to use a federal mediator to create a new labor agreement before walking off the job. Sounds good. Marty thinks a miner near Pennsylvania-West Virginia border faced a devastating accident. Officials are sifting through the rubble, investigating what led to one man's death. And Colorado COVID-19 cases continue to surge. Even people who are vaccinated are filling up beds. Good morning and welcome back. Turning to your COVID-19 coverage this morning. In El Paso County, weekly case counts almost 4 times higher than just 2 weeks ago, recording more than 7,000 cases this week. Pueblo County on the same trend, recording nearly 1,000 more cases this week than 2 weeks ago, just before Christmas. You can see on this graph that every single county we report on has seen a spike in cases since then, with Fremont seeing the biggest jump in those 14 days. And with that case increase comes an increase in hospitalizations from the virus. virus. However, more vaccinated individuals are now in hospitals compared to recent weeks. The latest state data shows 1,374 people are in Colorado's hospitals with COVID-19. 400 of them vaccinated. Still, the overwhelming majority of those hospitalized remain the unvaccinated, making up 71%. Thousands of schools are dealing with the aftermath of a serious computer breach. It even caused a network shutdown. Take you outside to a live view from Red Rocks this morning, where it looks pretty sunny there. Here, though, in the Springs, a little bit cloudy, and we are under a weather alert due to some slick, icy road conditions in some parts, at least. Let's toss things over to Storm Target 13 meteorologist Marty V with an update on that. Marty, good morning. So many families who lost homes in the Marshall Fire left in panic. One family thought a piece of their history was lost. Louise De Leon shows us how it came back to them. Good morning and welcome back. Some breaking news to share with you this morning. According to our news partners in Denver, former Broncos coach Vic Fangio has been fired after 3 consecutive losing seasons. Fangio was considered one of NFL's best defensive coaches. In Georgia Friday, all 3 men convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery were sentenced to life in prison. Father and son Travis and Gregory McMichael will serve that sentence without the possibility of parole. William Bryan, who participated while filming the confrontation, was given the possibility of parole. The men chased down Arbery while he was out for a jog in their neighborhood, thinking he was a criminal. All 3 still face charges for civil rights charges in a case that will begin next month.
At the end of the week.
It's a day to be a little cozy, right? Drink some tea, maybe a hot cocoa.
This morning, for sure. It's different when there's a dampness in the air and the wind is blowing, like, a 10-mile-an-hour wind sounds like nothing until you step outside today, and then it's like, man, that's really cold.
It's chilly, and my windshield has some ice on it, so there might be some ice scraping for sure.
There's a lot of that going on this morning.
Yeah. All right, Marty, thank you so much, and thanks for watching Good Morning Colorado. Keep an eye on KRDO.com for news updates throughout the day, and join us right back here at 5 o'clock. We'll see you soon. Have a great day, everyone.